Oh my god, lemon shortbread bites? Wait, I want that, I want that, I want that. So, this is like really random, but I just feel like kind of sharing it with everybody. But my aunt just sent me a few very short clips of me when I was a little girl. I hear my mom in it, I hear my dad laughing in it, and it literally broke my heart to millions of pieces seeing it and hearing it. I appreciate it so much that she sent them to me via text message, but something about it just ripped my heart out of my chest. I cried a lot. I mean, a lot, when I saw them, because I've really never seen videos of me when I was little. Now that I saw even just a few seconds of some, like, it did something inside of me that I really can't even understand. Like, I don't know, it was honestly hard to handle. And if I can, I guess I'll add 2 of the clips.
Now, how about the Hulk Hogan?
Amberlynn, look at Grandpa do Hulk Hogan.
Are you going to make it? Huh?
Have you been asleep? Do you have a light?
So those were just 2 of the 4 that she sent me. I hope you enjoyed them, I guess. I don't know. So my aunt sent me this in a text message regarding my question of, do you think penguins are cute? Isn't that adorable? Thank you, Auntie. Love you a lot too. I'm back. No. Last night when my aunt watched my December 2000 favorites video, she saw the song I put and she actually liked it. Yay! But that's what that text was, and she wants me to recommend a song every single day. And I thought that was like so creative, and I was just like, oh my god, that's brilliant. I love getting suggestions and ideas from you guys. So I loved her suggestion. Like, it's so, like, I would have never thought of that. Like, it's weird. But I think coming up with a song to show you guys every single day honestly will be hard for me, I feel like. But I can suggest a song randomly, maybe like 4 times a week, 1 time a week, 3 times a week. Like, I'll just do it completely randomly when you guys don't expect it. I decided to plop myself on Facebook, and I noticed my aunt tagged me in this picture where it says, if you love your niece, you know, tag her. And on top of that, in my aunt's own words, she expressed to me how proud she is of me. It was like it was fate, almost. The fact that I was ready to quit my 100 days of movement so soon on day 6 because of a little, you know, back pain that I can fight through. There are people in war. There are people out there starving. There are people, homeless people, that are out there in below freezing temperatures. And I'm not going to get on the elliptical because my back hurts. Yeah, that's a big excuse. I know my aunt is watching this, and I just want to say thank you so much. It was like, it was meant to be that you inspired me and motivated me all over again, and I appreciate it so much. And on top of that, you guys, I just thought you should know, I do have a lot of family members, but for some reason, my aunt is the only family member currently in my life, and that is talking to me, and she talks to me every single day. She watches my videos, every single one, religiously, and she's been there for me, and I appreciate it so much because sometimes you just need that, you know, family bonding, and I'm really glad that I can have it with her. I'm gonna put my earrings in. I usually put my jewelry in after I change my clothes. I'm definitely not putting my clothes on camera. I'm joking. Anyway, so when my girlfriend's just getting out of the shower, I can kind of hear her. And she hates being on camera. It is so funny. Anyway, I kind of said how I wanted to like just vent a little bit about some family issues. And, yeah, so I guess I can tell you guys the actual story if you want. I'll try to make it kind of quick. Crystal's brushing her hair and the water is like giving me an extra shower for today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyways, okay, so what happened was me and my aunt, you guys don't know my aunt, so it's okay to like say me and my aunt because you don't know her. If you did know her, then I'd probably leave this private. That was a big spray. Okay, anyways. Me and my aunt, she's the only family member I really talk to, and we would talk on like a daily basis. She's also on a weight loss journey, and she's doing fantastic. She does Weight Watchers, so she gives me some tips here and there, and you know, I try to give her some as well. And in a way, other than my girlfriend, of course, she became like my best friend. I know it's weird to say that, but she really did, because we would text every single day, and I would talk to her about my issues. And more than anything or anybody, well, besides my brother and like my girlfriend and stuff, she knows the type of stuff that I've been through, because not only have I been through it, but she's been through some of it as well. And so I felt like her and I had a really big understanding of just feelings in life and stuff like that. What? You want me to make it? I'll make it in a minute.
I'll just tell you I'm leaving.
Okay. Well, don't start playing them yet. I'll make it in a minute. Alright.
I'm probably going to turn it on. Yeah.
Okay. So her and I have like a really big understanding, because we understand how each other feels, how we've been let down in life, and how people have turned their back on us. So that's a big part of, you know, kind of why I'm so hurt. So my aunt posted a, I guess a picture on Facebook that said, you want to know how I'm losing weight? Well, it's lots of hours in the gym or something like that. And I commented down below and be like, I'm losing weight without the gym. It was kind of a way for me to kind of let out that I'm proud of myself for losing all this weight, and I am changing my eating habits, and it's helping so much. Don't get me wrong, I exercise sometimes. I don't exercise every single day. I don't. I have very bad back and a very bad knee, so I try not to make it even worse. But I do Just Dance a lot, and I got this new 7-minute workout app that I will be trying soon. But so when I commented on that, I guess one of her friends commented on it, just saying how, but if you want a fit body, then wouldn't you want to, I mean, no, how did she word it? She's like, the gym is to make you, like, fit. And, then I mentioned back, I don't want to be fit. I just don't want to be morbidly obese anymore. And that is true. It's a big, big, big thing for me. For me to get out of the morbidly obese, like, section of the health chart will be the biggest accomplishment ever. I have been morbidly obese since I was legit like 9 years old. It's disgusting, but it's true. So if I ever left that part of my life, it would be amazing. I'm not in this to get fit. I'm not at all. So when the trainer responded, she's like, well, wouldn't you rather be fit so you can feel good about yourself? And because it's an amazing feeling. And when she said, wouldn't you rather be fit so you can feel good about yourself? I was like, whoa. Actually, I do feel good about myself, and I don't think that my outside appearance has to look fit for me to feel that way. And I mean, her and I were just talking back and forth and stuff like that, and I noticed that my aunt kept liking this girl's comments of what she was saying, but she wasn't liking mine, and I was like shocked, because mine were purely about how proud I am of myself, and that I don't have to be fit to be proud of myself. I just have to lose my weight and finally not be in the morbidly obese section. And I feel like more so than anything, I thought my aunt would kind of have my side, because this girl was nothing to her besides, I guess, a trainer that she met once or twice. I don't know. So I was like, so I messaged my aunt and I was like, I see that you're reading these and you're liking all her things that she's saying, but I don't see you liking mine. And my aunt's reply was, I noticed you were being confrontational, and she's a trainer, so she knows what she's talking about. And I was like, whoa, auntie, legit, I wasn't being confrontational. I was just telling her that I do not have to be fit to love myself. And I also said, you don't have to be a trainer to subscribe to someone when they should love themselves. It really hit home. I was like, okay, me and my aunt are, you know, bonding each and every day, and the fact that she's gonna sit there and say those things to me and agree with this person really was mind-boggling to me. It confused me. It hurt my feelings. And when I sent my aunt the message back about how I'm not gonna have a substrainer, what the hell is that? When I sent my aunt the message back saying I'm not gonna have a trainer telling me when I should love myself and that I can only love myself and be proud of myself and feel good about myself as if I'm fit, that's not okay. But she didn't reply to me. All she said was ugh. And ugh to my aunt means, oh my god, this drama queen. And you know what? Okay, I might be coming off a little dramatic right now, but now my aunt is posting really mean things on her page, like quotes about selfish people, and I'm the farthest from selfish. I gave my whole childhood away to pretty much be a mother to my own brothers, and I feel like if I was a selfish person, then I would have loved myself enough to not become morbidly obese. I'm very selfless, and I want people around me to be happy, to smile, because their happiness and smiles rubs off on me, creating me to be happy. And nowhere in those comments on Facebook was I selfish. I don't see how I was selfish. I feel like in a way the trainer was. She was rude in a nice way. I hate people like that. And her overall story through everything she said was the only way that I can be happy and love myself as if I was fit. And I disagree 100%. And I know most of you watching this, if you are watching this, you agree with me, and I'd hope you would. And the fact that my aunt doesn't, and that she was on this woman's side, is something I can't really grasp onto, and it hurts a lot. I don't understand. I know my aunt is a very sensitive person, and when I am expressing my feelings to her, she's normally there for me, but then when it involves her, like if she hurt my feelings or if she said something that might have upset me, she will go off. And I don't know why she has to be like this. And again, I'm only sharing this to vent it, and none of you know my aunt, so I feel like, you know, it's okay. And plus, I have a lot of aunts, so you don't know which one I'm talking about. No. So I kind of just wanted to talk about that. I kind of needed it to get off my chest, and I guess now it is off of my chest. And I could definitely talk more about it and more about how I feel, but I don't want to make this into 3 parts. But thank you guys so much for listening to me. Like, literally, I could talk about anything, clearly. Hello, everybody. So this is another monkey. No. No. That's a messed up bobby pin there, and he had this in his mouth. So anyways, alright, this is another talking with Amberlynn video type of thing. I'm gonna start doing these more casually, like, so, kind of like I'm talking to a friend. So the first thing I want to say is, yesterday I made 2 talking with Amberlynn videos because they ran into 2 parts. And, I titled the second one I did as Family Issues, and a lot of people watched it. I got, you know, a good amount of likes on that video, but I got a lot of dislikes as well. So, I mean, obviously for me to title a video Family Issues, obviously I'm going to be talking about family issues, and I can't wrap my head around why so many people disliked that video, but, that's what I used to think. I did, when I first saw that, I was like, why would people dislike this? Now that I've had time to kind of sleep on it and think about it and all that good stuff, I must admit that I dislike that video. I am not going to take it down because that's just part of my life and it's part of my journey, and my girlfriend's parents are home, so I hope they're not going to be yip-yapping to me. Anyways, what I was going to say. Oh yeah, this is not just a weight loss channel. This is just my life in general, everything about my life. So I felt like it was appropriate to kind of express myself yesterday, and I don't regret it. I just don't know if, you know, today was yesterday. I don't know if I would have done it. My aunt did see the video, and I feel bad. Since her and I were in an argument, I honestly wasn't expecting her to still watch my videos. The fact that she does shows that she's still there for me. And like she said, she's watching from afar. She did tell me that. But I feel bad. I feel like maybe I shouldn't get that personal with you guys, because I don't even know if you guys liked watching that, since I did get a lot of dislikes. So my apologies, and my apologies to my aunt. I just got done writing her a very long message, and it was more so apologizing for how I handle things, not for how I feel, because I don't think I should ever apologize for how I feel. But I do need to apologize to her just for how I handled things. I love her a lot. She is the only family member that I really have in my life, and I don't want to lose her. She became, you know, a really big part of my life, and I just wanted to start this video with apologizing to everyone who watched that video and thought it was disrespectful of me. Nobody actually said that, but I felt like maybe it was disrespectful. Sometimes I need to express myself, and sometimes I do it in the wrong, like, situation. I really did start this channel for my life, but maybe some things are not meant to be said. So I'm just gonna, you know, move on from that situation in this video and kind of just do my hair. I might have to get up and open the door for the dog. It's kind of messy back there, so if you guys see that, I apologize. So as you guys know, I had a little family issue with my aunt, and it kind of became public because I needed a way to vent, and I felt like a YouTube video would be perfect. I guess that's what I thought at the time. A lot of you guys actually appreciated that I felt, you know, what's the word, safe enough to vent to you guys. And it's true. I mean, I feel like I can tell you guys anything, but then there are those few people who do watch my videos that maybe I don't want to know everything, you know, but this is my channel and I have to do what I gotta do for myself. Oh yeah. So as you guys know from my video yesterday, I did send my aunt an apology. It was very long, it was very thought out, and writing is a passion of mine. So I felt like that was the most appropriate way to do it, instead of, you know, just sending her a text saying I'm sorry. I feel like I'm sorry can only go so far. So I felt like, you know, actually sending her, you know, a thought out, true, meaningful message that I worked hard on, I felt like it would, you know, help. So to make a long story short, we are okay now. There just comes a time and a place where you don't always get along with someone all the time. People don't always have the same opinions. It's just how it is. And I think that growing up, you need to learn how to kind of accept other people's opinions and work around an opinion that you don't agree with. Because one thing I like about myself is that I enjoy other people's opinions. That's just how I've been forever, even if I don't agree. I just love to see what other people think. And I'm not sure why my camera just flashed. Sorry about that. But, you know, that's just how I've always been. And not everyone is like that. I mean, my aunt, she does accept my opinions. She does. I guess just sometimes you hit a bump in a relationship, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, or aunt and niece, or, you know, any relationship, there's a bump in the road where you're gonna fight. And why is that keep flashing? I'm so sorry, you guys. So this bump in the road has now been driven over and things are okay. So I wanted to let you guys know, since I have been letting you guys know everything about that situation. So I felt like you guys should know that everything is a-okay and perfecto. So I just clicked on Facebook and my mom's status says homeless, living in car, starving. Now do you see why my heart is literally shattering every single second of my life? And thankfully my aunt said that she'll be there to feed her, which is very nice to see, but that literally broke my heart and I just feel like crying and eating the whole house. See how that works? See why I'm fat? That explains everything, right? 34. I have broken my ankle before. 35. My favorite show is Catfish. 36. I wish my aunt would forgive me. 37. I do not think anything is that spicy. I'm going through just a lot with my family, and I was in foster care from 9 to 18 years old. And I honestly thought that once I turned 18, I'd, venture off and get out of foster care and my life would be better. I'm not sure exactly what I was thinking per se, but my problems didn't end just because I was out of foster care. They still continue every single day. So it's not only am I living in the past, but I'm also still living all this crap right now, and it's just, it's hard to handle. Currently, my mother is homeless. She lives far, far away from me in a completely different state. She has done some things in my life that I'll never forget, things that make me cry, things that make me feel scared for her still. And she still does these things. I don't want to say too much about her. I don't think it's right for me, but I just do want to say that I'm worried for her. It hurts, and I really wish that I could do something. If she lived in the same state as me, there would be no ifs, ands, or buts. I would love for her to stay here and just to have a roof over her head. And I know this isn't my house. But Crystal's parents are good people, and I feel like, they'd feel bad. They'd want to help her. And they're very good people in that way. But we can't help her right now. And, I feel like there's nothing I can do. And that's what hurts the most, is knowing that I'm hopeless and helping somebody that I love. I have a lot of other family members that live very, very close to my mom. And my aunt, she gives her, food randomly, which, I appreciate so much. But I always ask myself, how do they... See, I don't want to word this wrong and seem like I'm coming off as a rude person, but my question is, how can my family see my mother like this in person and just kind of walk away from it? I am very opinionated, and I probably say too much that I probably shouldn't say, and it happens a lot. Me and my aunt, we got in an argument because I was shocked, hurt, disappointed that she wouldn't let my mom, kind of just stay under her roof. It's her sister, and, me and my brother have been through a lot. My brother has now, turned to drugs. I haven't heard from him in a while, but I'm hoping more than anything he's sober and, doing the best he can with, what he was dealt with. And I know for a fact, even through everything, if my brother needed me, I would be there for him. That's just the type of person I am. I understand my mom and my aunt have, been through a lot, and a lot of things have been done and said, and it's just a lot of things that, you can forgive, but you can never forget. And I understand completely about that, but I'm just scared that something bad's gonna happen to my mom, and my aunt's gonna look back and regret, the decision she's making, and it worries me. I don't know if I'm being selfish or what it is, but I ruined the relationship I have with my aunt. We used to talk every single day. She was there for me. She was a big supporter. She watched all my YouTube videos. I've been sending her messages randomly for the last couple of weeks, just telling her how sorry I am that I don't know how to word it. I was just kind of rude to her because she wouldn't help my mom more than what she was already doing. Overall, I just wanted my mom to, you know, kind of be in a safe place. And the things my mom have told me have hurt. The things that she's having to turn to just to get food, and it hurts. So I'm just going through a lot with that, and more than anything, I wish my aunt would be in my life again, because she was like that one family member that, you know, always talked to me, was there for me. And I feel like I so easily lose people, and, you know, it's just hard. And my mom and my dad are separated. There was a point where my mom, she wanted to move all the way to a different country, I meant state, to see if my dad, you know, could help her. And my dad's house burnt down a couple months ago, so he's also homeless. He's living with different people, house hopping, and I always wonder, I always say this to myself, I always say, how could anything ever get any worse? And it seems like things just continue and continue and continue, and it's like, I feel like my heart can't handle it. And why I'm making this video, I just feel like you guys need to kind of know a little bit of what's going on currently, so you guys can understand maybe the way, the way I am sometimes. I'm very emotional and I cry a lot, it seems like, in these videos. I don't cry as often in, you know, my real life, because I kind of hold it in, and I feel like I'm very vulnerable in these videos, and I'm just going through way too much than I can handle. I just don't know what to do anymore. I worry so much about my parents and my mom that I ruin relationships with other people, and I push people away, and I don't know what to say. So clearly I'm still going through those issues. Just because it's a day later doesn't mean everything's changed, but I'm feeling a little better. My aunt still... Monkey! Stop it, please! My aunt still hasn't communicated with me. It hurts a lot, I gotta be honest, it really does. I just want her to forgive me, you know? I don't want to get into this subject again. So, enough of that. And, yeah, enough of that. Any update? Sorry, my throat is kind of like, I don't even know. But I just want to give a little, mini update regarding that. My mom's still homeless. I haven't really heard from her at all. I haven't heard from my dad at all. And regarding my aunt, I tried my hardest. I sent her long messages and just apologizing and trying to have her back in my life, and I don't think it's gonna happen. She won't respond. So it's not that I'm giving up on her. I think it's just time for me to move on. It was making my heart very heavy every single day regarding my whole aunt issue, and I just couldn't really deal with it anymore. So I kind of just, I even sent that in a message last night. I said, if you don't respond to this, then it's a good way to let me know to just kind of give up. It's just, I can't figure out a better word, but I'm just gonna let it go, and I hope that one day she'll reach out to me. But until then, I'm done trying. It hurts a lot, but you know, I gotta do this for me, and I'm tired of being mopey and sad all the time because of it. So I literally, oh my gosh, I have like no words right now. For months now, me and my aunt haven't communicated because just some things happened, and she actually replied to my message, and I feel like just freaking so happy. Like, I feel like maybe in a way that's like a sign that things are gonna start getting better in my life, because that was actually making me really sad for the longest time, and for a while there it was kind of just like ruining, you know, just how I felt emotionally, because, you know, I love my aunt so much, and her and I grew very close. Like, we talked every single day. So for all you guys who, you know, kind of followed along on that saga, so to speak, she replied to me, and I'm really hoping this opens up our relationship again. Okay, you guys, I'm terrified, but I was tagged to do the ice bucket challenge. But I'm doing this for ALS awareness. I know there's so many videos, and I'm sure everyone knows what it is now, but these people need help, and as much help as possible. I'm really scared. Okay. I guess I'll tell you who I tag first. I'm going to tag Danielle Stevens, and I'm going to tag Tammie Hogan. Danielle is a friend of mine, and Tammie is my aunt. So I hope you guys are watching this, and I hope you guys do it, because I'd love to watch it. So anyways, I literally just woke up, so this is why I look like I just woke up. Anyways, I'm just so scared. Crystal, I don't know if I can do it. Oh god. Is anyone watching me? Oh, sorry, I need to meditate. Crystal, your face. You're ruining it. You're ruining it. No, I'm joking. Okay, ready? I'm gonna do a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is embarrassing. I'm literally shivering. I think I just scared a bug because now it's freaking out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, I'm shaking right now. I'm that cold. So, thank you guys. But I'm just gonna do what they tell me to do. I'm that type of girl that, you know, I used to do my fitness pal all the time, and they'd give me like 2,300 calories, and I'd lower it down to 1,700 because I felt like 2,300 was too much. I never followed a program correctly. I was always too scared that they were making me eat too much. I mean, I'm sitting here trying to lose weight, and you want me to eat that much? So it really confused me, I think, what the issue was. But I'm gonna follow through. My aunt is currently doing Weight Watchers, and she always stresses to me that no matter how many points they give me, just stick with it, and don't make it your own plan when you're paying for someone else's plan, if that makes sense. And it totally makes sense to me. I got this really cute, it's actually peacock, like what? Peacock binder for that.
You have to send her paper too?
Yeah, I have to send her paper, envelope, stamps. And then I got this bubble mailer thing, and I realized, I Googled it after I bought it, and you can't send bubble mailers to jailmates.
I thought you said your aunt said that.
Well, my aunt said it, and then I Googled it.
Oh.
So, that's the thing. I'm gonna have to go back. And then I got these little sheet protectors for when I put the copied letters inside of the binder. I don't want the pages to get ruined, so got some of those. And last thing I got was lined paper, so I can write her college rule, because that's the way to go. Hey you guys, so honestly, I'm making this video because I feel like I need to vent, I need to talk, I need to get it out, I need to just scream about it and be like, what the actual fuck is happening right now? Okay, I don't know where to start. This video is gonna be all over the place. My apologies, I never said I was a professional girl. Like, I'm nowhere near professional, and yeah, so, okay. Where do I even begin? Okay, so for my whole life growing up, my mom had this like secret family. It was her mom and her sisters, and sister. It was her stepdad. It was her actual dad. It was my first cousins. It was just all these people. And my mom had, you know, her stories of, oh, they don't want to be in my life, da 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 da. I don't even know where they're at. Like, you know, social media wasn't a thing back then. Let me just say it wasn't. And one day, like, I just want to say this first. I always wondered about them. I wanted to meet them. I wanted to know them. I wanted another family, pretty much. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix this a little bit. And, what a mess. So, I was curious, like, Who are these people? I knew I had so many family members I never met before, and I was very intrigued with the whole situation. And this was back when MySpace was a thing, okay? I was probably 16, 17, probably 17. And I get a message from some woman on Facebook. I mean, see, Facebook is a thing. Back in the day on MySpace, sorry. Saying, oh my God, I found you. Oh my God, like, I can't believe this. I love you. Like, this whole long thing. And then I look again, and it's like these other girls just like, oh my God, hey, like, I love you. And, you know, I can't believe this. And I hope you get back to me. I'm like, who are these people? Like, what? It was my aunt, which is my mom's sister. And it was two of my cousins. And I was like, oh my God. The people I've been wondering about and dreaming about and like, oh my God, about, like, found me on MySpace. Like, how? Like, I messaged them back so splickety quickly. Like, I was like, oh my God. And after, like, we communicated, like, we exchanged numbers and we started talking, and I was in foster care at the time, and, like, I told my social worker about it, and she's like, oh my God, you need to go visit them. And I'm like, oh, hey, really? I do. Like, and I did. When I was 17, I met my cousins, and I met my aunt, and, like, they showed me pictures of when I was a baby. I knew them, but I was like, oh, I don't remember that stuff. Like, and it was so awesome. And so when I turned 18, my mom started getting close to them, and my mom ended up moving to Oklahoma where my aunt and my cousins were, and we were all finally close. And I was like, okay, I'm 18, I'm out of foster care, I want to live with you guys. And so I went to go live with my aunt, and, like, I felt so, like, wow, this family's awesome, especially when I visited them, because when I was still in foster care, I did go to Oklahoma just to visit with my brother, and we stayed for 2 weeks, and it was bliss. We had such a fantastic time, and when I had to leave, I cried like a little baby. Like, I loved it. And then when we went to go live there, things were a little different. I mean, not we, sorry, it was just me. My brother stayed in California. When I went to go live there, things were a little different, and it was rocky and weird, and that's a whole other story all in itself. And so let's fast forward a bunch of freaking years, and here I am now, 25 years old. Like, I don't understand something. My aunt has completely stopped talking to me. In December, she blocked me on Facebook. She blocked me on her cell phone, blocked my number completely. I have no way of getting a hold of her whatsoever. And the reasoning is because I'm fat. Okay. I'm not kidding. I know that sounds bad saying it like that, but the truth is it's because I'm fat. She always watched my YouTube videos, and she saw me struggling with my weight, and she saw me struggling with the things I ate and my binge eating disorder and all this stuff. And she told me specifically in December that she's tired of watching me self-destruct myself. Okay, that I can understand. Honestly, I do. Stop watching my YouTube then. Cool. But why cut off all communication with the person that you tried so hard to find when I was younger? I come from a crazy family. It's the truth. I come from drug addicts, bipolar people, mentally ill people. I do. That is the family I come from. Did you honestly think that I was going to be the only normal one? Did you? I was in foster care for all my life. And it's like, if my aunt is watching this, which I hope she is, which I don't know if she is, it is May, and we haven't talked for December, January, February, March, April, May. Like 6 months. And I have tried so hard. I have downloaded texting apps. It's ridiculous. Because I still have her number, and I have messaged her. I have sent apologies, even though I shouldn't be the one apologizing. And the reason why this is so hard for me is because I really don't have family. My brother is actually currently in jail. I just found that out about a month ago. My mom is in prison. I do not talk to either of them. I don't know what's going on with my dad. Truly, we don't talk. I no longer really talk to my cousins because my aunt must have got to them before I could. I don't have family. I do not have any blood family, and that's hard for me. And it's confusing that my aunt, knowing that I have a binge eating disorder and I have a food addiction, would just give up on me because I am fat. Where's the unconditional love? Where is the, I will be there for you, but I won't support you in your addiction? Where is that? My mom, which is her sister, has been a drug addict for years. I was born on drugs. Oh, can't talk. I was born on drugs. So we know my mom did drugs even before I was born. But my aunt still wanted to find her and communicate with her and be in her life. My mom did some crazy stuff in Oklahoma. Let's not go there right now. And my aunt still to this day is there for my mom. She writes my mom in prison. She visits my mom. She calls my mom. Why is my aunt able to accept a drug addiction but not a food addiction? I don't understand what I did wrong in our relationship. I didn't do anything wrong, and I think it's ridiculous because this is TMI. This is probably not something I should say, but my aunt used to have a drug addiction and she beat it. My aunt also was extremely overweight. Obviously not to my extent, but she was a very big woman and she has lost weight. And it's like, I understand she bettered herself in 2 ways. You know, she no longer does drugs and she's lost a lot of weight. But that doesn't mean give up on me, because it's like she struggled her whole life longer than I've even struggled with her weight. And it's like, of all people, she should understand. And it's like, I needed her. I talked to her every day, 24/7 since she found me when I was 17. And whether it was in texting or through Facebook or this or that, like, she was my person. Like, she was there when I needed someone to talk to. And it's confusing that a family member could just cut off all ties because I'm fat. Like, that's honestly what it boils down to. I understand I have problems and I have issues, and I feel like what makes those problems and issues escalate into like a bigger like whole thing is when people give up on me. I have been given up on by every single person I've ever known. And it's like, for my aunt to snoop down to these like levels is just, I don't know what to do anymore. Like, I've tried reaching out to her and I literally have nothing more I could do. I think more than anything, I'm just completely shocked about the whole thing because she's been in my position and she's a lot older than me, and she finally figured herself out to where she could lose weight. And it's like, when she was 25, she didn't do it. And it's like, you were in my shoes at one point. Why, instead of trying to help me, you just leave? I don't know. I just really needed to talk about this because it's like, I have so many emotions and like thoughts, and like everything is just like in my head like a crazy person, and I don't know where to get them out on. Like, I've journaled about it. I have contacted my cousins. Nobody gets it. Nobody understands. The only person who is like confused about the whole thing and who thinks it's a shitty freaking move is my girlfriend, because my girlfriend is probably the only person I've told in my personal life about this. And I just don't know why people give up on me. And I don't know if it shows what type of person I am, or if it shows what type of person my aunt is, by just completely being done with me. It almost shows maybe she doesn't love me like I thought she did. And I don't know if this is something I should be airing on YouTube, but it's something that's been bothering me a lot lately. And I've been thinking about it more and more because like I'm going through like really hard things right now. It's like between my brother, between the move, and between my freaking room flooding, and like my weight and my eating, and I need advice, and I need someone to talk to, and I need her. I need my aunt, and she ain't there. I'm sorry I'm such a shitty person. If you're watching this, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that food is my drug. I'm sorry that I was born into the family that I was born into. I'm sorry that I live in the past and I am who I am because of the past, but I'm sorry that the present is still just like my past, which is causing me to be the person I am. And I don't need a goodbye. I need a hello. I need you, and I need support, and I need help, and I need just, I don't have a mom anymore. Like, and I haven't for a while. And it's like, You were my mom for a minute. I don't know what more to do. I don't. I don't understand. I don't understand. That's really it. And my question for my viewers and for the people watching this: when you love someone unconditionally, especially if it's your family member, should you just leave them when they're struggling? That's like leaving someone who has cancer or another illness like that. You know, do you kind of get what I'm saying? Like, what should I do? Should I just completely just leave my aunt alone? It's been 6 months. For the first couple months, I did just leave her alone. I thought she was going to come back and say she was wrong and that she shouldn't just drop all ties because I'm fat and I have illnesses and problems. Like, I don't know, should I just have no family at all? Like, should I just, like, she's, honestly, the best thing I could describe this as, I have so many family members. Don't talk to a single one. And she was that last person, just that last family member that I had in my life. And she cut it. And now I have nobody. A lot of people can say, blood is thicker than water. Sometimes water is thicker than blood. Like, all those silly quotes. But the truth is, sometimes you just want that one blood person. And I know a lot of people probably don't understand, like, how it feels not to have, like, family. But it's hard, and it hurts. Every day it hurts. Especially when you see other families so happy. It's like, how does that feel? And I know you can get married into families, or you can just naturally have families, like how I am with Crystal and her parents. But it's like, it's not the same. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. This was venting. This was my feelings, and I think I'm going to end it now. So, if you guys remember my aunt situation, this was a while ago, though. This was probably, I don't know, it was months ago. Months, to be honest. When I uploaded a video about how my aunt doesn't talk to me anymore because I'm fat. I'm a little on edge about that. I ended up talking to her and my cousins regarding that video. I had no idea they were going to see it. I had no idea my aunt even watched my YouTube anymore or anything, and they were greatly offended. But at the time, I was vulnerable and I was upset, and I really felt like blaming my weight on everything was just like the easiest way to go. It's hard. Like, I have a weight issue, and I have, mental issues that cause, me to be bigger. You don't just get this big for no reason. It just doesn't work that way. Like, of course, you can get, overweight. That's normal. But to become so morbidly obese, there's something wrong. And I kind of wanted to ignore all that and just be like, oh, my aunt doesn't talk to me because I'm fat. I just thought it would be easier. There's more to me than my weight when it comes to me and my aunt's, relationship. I pushed her away because of just who I am and how I am as a person. And that's the truth. And it's really not has anything to do with my weight. At the time, I felt like that. Sometimes I still do. I really don't know. I think I gave her a lot of excuses as to who I am. I fibbed to her a few times just so she would stay in my life. I know that sounds so fucking strange, but I don't know. That's really all I want to say regarding that is, no, my aunt, she didn't stop talking to me because I'm fat. She stopped talking to me because of the issues I brought upon her, I guess. And if she's watching this, I am so sorry, and I really I wish I could change who I am as a person, because I really want my aunt back. Like, it affects me, it really does. Sorry. Okay, so number 4 is, to me, it's like 3 different things into one. My brother went to prison, my mom went to prison, and I lost my aunt. My aunt didn't die, no. I just lost her emotionally and just relationship wise, and
I feel like I lost my mom and my brother more than ever. I miss them and I love them. I love all three of them dearly. I would love more than anything to build a relationship again with my aunt. I feel like family is a very unconditional thing, and I'm such an unconditional lover. That sounded really bad. I love unconditionally to my family that, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna go on like a tangent, and I don't want to. I just really love and miss, my family. And I feel like this year has been really bad when it comes to family. I wish nothing but the best for everyone. Someone said maybe you should also apologize to your aunt. You might be able to repair the relationship, smiley face. Most definitely. I sent her so many messages. Okay, I wouldn't say so many, probably about 5, just really apologizing for everything I did, saying, I don't want either of us to regret not being in each other's lives, because I feel like we only live once, and it's very important that we mend the relationships that we have in our life, especially if it's family, but yeah, I apologized, and I've tried to talk to her several times, and she just wants nothing to do with me. That's on her, I guess. Yes, I know, I get it. Bed is still a mess, but I wanted to talk to you guys for a minute. I didn't want to make a whole full video on this because I really don't see the point. My vlogs are very much just random and just kind of showing what I did for the day, talking about random things, whether opinions or just what's going on in my life. Besides the point, as you guys know, yesterday I talked to you guys about bad news that I received, and I went on You Now tonight, and a lot of people were telling me, Amberlynn, like, we're here for you and you can talk to us, and I'm very much indecisive on, should I share this? Should I talk about this? To some people this might be no big deal, and to other people it might mean something to them. You guys have been following my life for a while now. I felt like I should do my part. I felt like I should do my part in this, because there might be days where I come on here and I'm very down or feeling depressed, and you guys can tell. So this is why. As you guys know, my mother is in prison, and I love my mom. I love both of my parents tremendously. They've made a lot of mistakes, but so have I. I don't want to judge them on what they've done in their life. So this isn't about the fact that my mom's in prison. This is about the fact that my mom found out something. And I found out yesterday. I just want to say I'm very, very grateful for my cousin who called me and told me. And if you're watching this, I love you. And Auntie, if you're watching this, I love you. I know me and my aunt, we're reacting to this about the same. I've done a lot of crying, and when I first found out, I had a really bad anxiety attack. I couldn't breathe, and I am having random feelings of hopelessness. But I found out that my mom has cancer, and she's had it for 3 years now. She thought it was something else. My mom doesn't go to the doctor. She doesn't. That's just not her thing. And she went to the doctor and found out she had cancer. I still feel shocked. I feel scared. I feel so many different emotions. My aunt posted a status on her Facebook today, and it really hit home for me, because my mom, I'm sorry I keep looking down, this is just a hard subject for me. It's still fresh. My mom, she was atheist my whole life. I grew up not believing in God, and my mom, about 6 years ago, she found God, and it's beautiful to me, for people to be one way and realize, maybe there is someone up there. everyone has different beliefs and things like that, so that's not really what this video is about. But my aunt posted a status, and she shared some of the last few things that my mom said to her on the phone, because the prison allowed my mom to call my aunt to tell her that she has cancer. And I'm sorry, fuck. One of the things that my mom said to my aunt was that my mom feels like God brought her there, prison, to find out that she had cancer. Because before my mom went to prison, she was homeless. And you wouldn't see my mom going to the doctor. There's no way. And luckily and thankfully, you know, prison does give her the means to a doctor. And my mom said that maybe that was God bringing her there for this and to find out. The only thing I know is that they're going to transfer her to a cancer facility. I don't know many details currently. They're gonna see if the cancer spread, and I hold a lot of regret, you guys, because I wrote my mom and I never sent it, and I regret it so bad. And now I feel like this is my chance to write her and just tell her I love her. And this is hard, and I wasn't sure I wanted to share this, but everyone was so worried, and they were like, Amberlynn, what's wrong, you know? My mom's obviously either gonna choose chemo or she's not, but either way, it's gonna be a long ride, and I wish more than anything I could be there physically with her, because I love her so much. But I know I'm agnostic, I understand that, but if you guys pray. The majority of my family believes in God, and if you don't pray, just positive thoughts and just anything, honestly, that's just, my mom is going through a lot right now. On top of cancer, she has something else. I don't want to share that, but she's had it for years, and I've always worried about that, and now it's just like, cancer, really? I know a lot of people beat cancer, I know, but then it's also like, a lot of people don't, and I try to look at the positive of any situation. That's just the type of person I've always been, but right now, it's only day 2 of knowing about this, and it's kind of hard to be positive. It really is. Because that's my mom. That is my mom. And I just want the best for her, and I know, like, I just don't know. I don't know. This is over an 8-minute clip. This is not what I wanted. I didn't want to come on here and cry. I didn't want to come on here and ramble. But I mean, this is what it is, you guys. Another question I've been getting a lot about is, like, do me and my aunt talk? Because as you guys know, there was some trouble in paradise. Okay, no, that's like when you talk about relationships. Awkward. There was, like, some trouble in the family tree, let's say. But we do talk now, and that makes me really happy, because it's, like, it's a different type of talking. Like, we don't talk 24/7 like we did years ago. It's more so just, like, you know, hey, how are you doing? Thinking of you. Or she'll message me about my mom a lot, and, you know, I appreciate that, like, a ton. So I kind of like it like this, you know, slow but steady type deal.
Me and Amber need to get on a live and compare receipts and stories and see how that goes.
Let's do it. Get the fuck on my live, Tammie. Get the fuck on my live. We can do this. Square up. I'm ready for it. Oh, I'll talk to her. I'll talk to her real good.
Hello?
Hello?
Sure. I don't even know if I'll be able to hear her.
Okay, I hear myself through your audio, so can you, like, pause me?
Yeah, I just did.
So you're clearly watching my live stream, and I said I don't feel like doing this anymore, so why are you calling?
Because you can't run my name and multiple family members in the dirt for decades and think you're just going to walk away that easy. I was so blind. blind
Okay.
by your manipulation. And when I've seen half of the videos that I've seen with documented proof of how you treat people, not only in our family, but people in general, you are one vile, disgusting human being, and I want nothing to do with you ever again, including your mother. Your mother, your whole family, your whole Reid family is nothing but vile, disgusting degenerates that rape, manipulate, and abuse. Physically, mentally, spiritually, you name it, you guys do it, and you do it proud. But I see it so clear now that I don't want nothing to do with you. But do you think you're going to continue to lie about me and the family members that I do care about and get away with it? No, you're not. I will continue to tell the truth. The difference between me and you is I have the truth to tell, and I have the receipts to back it up. So you want to know why I'm listening to your live right now? The reason is just to see what bullshit you're going to say next. And sure enough, it didn't take long. You try to say that you cut off talking to me. I've been looking over texts for the last days, and I have so much proof, time and time again, where you're begging me to talk to you again, where I blocked you. I quit watching your videos. You kept begging me, please watch, please watch. I don't want to lose you, Auntie. All the lies you told me that I caught you on, called you on, you'd apologize, and then do it again and again and again and again. What do you want to respond to that?
What did I do in the last 2 years to you?
In the last 2 years. Okay, let me see if I can explain this. It's not an easy black or white answer or an answer that you can get in 2 seconds because like I keep saying, I've been doing this your whole entire life. You have a person that has fought to be in your life your whole entire life in one way or the other, no matter if you've seen it or not. And you didn't meet me at 17. You met me when you were 14, when I went to California for the first time after 16 years. Remember you getting the pot of spaghetti out of the refrigerator and using the really huge utensil, taking big scoops out of the pot onto your plate where your dad said, I think that's enough, Amber. That's my first memory of you. And you still continue to pile on your plate. Yeah, that story goes around our family year after year after year. From then, I tried getting you through the foster care because you painted the story. It was so bad. And then you even put me down for it that time. Your mom came in the picture, destroyed that. Then you go on to Casey, and then Crystal, and then Destiny, and then Becky. The whole time, I'm in the background, loving you, supporting you, sharing every bit of my diet with you, exercise, financial, and yes, I have all the proof. And then we get up to the current last 2 years. Who is the happiest person in this world for Amber to move to Oklahoma City? It was me, your aunt. Your mom didn't want you to come. She was very nervous about you coming because of the destruction and stress level that you bring with your just presence. I, against my whole entire family, would say things like, I know you guys are worried, but I'm so excited. We have texts showing that excitement for when you're going to get here. We're going to hang out. We can't wait. I wanted to diet with you. I wanted to exercise with you. I was so excited because, as you love to point out, I was very successful on keto. You get here, I see you one time. I try to see you, and I'm told I can only see you with your mother. I question you about it. You say, oh, I was just nervous. I haven't seen my family in 14 years and blah, blah, blah. Then you didn't reach out to me after that ever. Not once to come over, pick you up, go do anything. November, you reach out to me because you want something, a vape. December, you reach out to me. You want something, a vape. You checked in when I had COVID. You said Merry Christmas. I had COVID. I answered you the very next day. Then nothing in January. And then you send me a picture in February. So you want to know why I'm mad? Because I fought for you for freaking years. And then when you finally get here, I'm left. You and sister are going to museums and here and there, and I'm told I can't see you without my sister. You're here now, and you still have nothing to do with me. So you want to bring up me and your mom's fight, right, as the reason? No, you are the reason we don't talk. You are in your 30s. You can use a phone. You can make arrangements to spend time with your aunt, and you chose not to because me and your mom were in a disagreement. Any other questions?
Well, yeah, it is true. I was feeling anxious to see my family again. It had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do, it felt easier for me to be around family that I have not seen in 14 years if my mom was there. That was an anxiety thing. It was a coping thing. It is what it is. So I'm sorry.
So whose fault is it, Amber? Is it your fault or is it my fault that we haven't seen each other? Because the narrative that you're telling is different.
So
put it out there. Whose fault is it, Amber?
Yours.
Yours.
So,
and after Thanksgiving, I heard that my sister talked a whole bunch of shit about Thanksgiving over at my house, once again, opening up my home to you guys. And at the end of the day, when I thought it was a wonderful day as well, guess what I got to hear? How y'all talk shit. I don't even know what the shit was. It was supposed to be so vile that it couldn't even be repeated.
I didn't say anything bad about the time at your home. And then I wasn't invited to anything Christmas related, which honestly hurt a lot. I literally bawled my eyes out.
Okay, so, again, I don't want to interrupt you, but when there's no contact from October, November, into December, with the exception of wanting a vape, Why would I invite you and my sister to Christmas?
In December, I talked to you 3 times. What
3 times, Amber?
One of them did involve a vape. The other 2 times was to check in on you regarding your health. And every time we did communicate was because of me.
It's absolutely not. And I have the receipts to prove that. Unless you're talking about only between October and February.
That is correct.
When you got here and I see the true colors, that I was never going to be your person in any way, shape, or form. I heard through my mom how you cry and boo-hoo and you at her house going, well, I don't understand why I can't talk to my aunt.
That is correct.
And what were you told? Were you told you couldn't talk to me?
I would cry because
Were you told you couldn't talk to me? Did anyone say, Amber, don't talk to your aunt. Don't call her. Don't text her.
So, sorry, I was reading the chat because it's distracting me. I read between the lines.
Did anyone tell you at that point when you were boo-hooing several times about not talking to me, did my mom or my sister tell you you can't talk to me?
So I wasn't boo-hooing. I was.
Yeah, you were.
Can you not mock me, please? I was hurt by the situation because I was slowly reading between the lines. You would never text me first. I mean, that's how I'm feeling because...
You truly are a piece of work. I tell you what, your manipulation is just, like, it used to work. It used to work. It used to catch me. It used to slow me down and give you the benefit of the doubt. But I just see it too clearly now, and I don't even know if I want to entertain you anymore because you can't own anything. I mean, we're talking decades of text here. I'll watch a video and something will be brought up and I'll be like, what the heck? All I have to do is go to my messages and put in simple words and then our conversations come up word for word. You have abused me, Amber. You have manipulated me, Amber, for a long time because of the love I had for my sister and for you. And you used that and you manipulated me to be the person when I would never be your person. But you led me to believe that for a long time. We can talk about all the different topics, being your mom in prison, you writing her, all that. That's long text threads of the bullshit you came up with for that. You know, did you owe your mom anything? No, but you said you wanted it. The text started with you asking, not me going, you need to. You wanted it. And I was the in-between person helping you. You used the wrong word, right? When you accuse somebody, an innocent person who at the time was young as shit, you accused them of something that they did not do. Thank God he had a voice to speak up. But tell me why when we just went to California, your mom had to go see your dad. Had to go see him in person. I refused. She left me in a car so she could go in and see your dad, the man that is behind so much of this, including my chapters. The man I despise more than anything on the face of this earth. And your mom, in sobriety, in recovery, chose to go see that man eye to eye. You don't think that hurt me? So you're not the only one with damage, Amber. The difference is I don't let it be an excuse, all while trying to help you and your mom for decades. And you know what happened during that time when I was so focused on you and your mom and your fucked up family? It made me sick. You have, your dad has, your mom has, and you all play fucking victim. And I'm done. Anything else you want to talk about?
I wasn't a great girlfriend.
No.
I probably wasn't a great niece. I wasn't a great anything. Like, I was broken. I try very hard to take accountability where I can, and I, like, especially when Beck was saying all those things, like, I admitted to things that I would never want to admit to out loud. Are you kidding? Everything I said about Casey is 100% true.
I wish I could believe you, but I can't based on everything.
I genuinely
don't believe you.
That
hurts to say it.
I don't care if you believe me or not.
Of course not. But the last thing I'd ever want to do is go against somebody who was actually assaulted. But all I'm saying is based on the person I know you are, I cannot believe it 100%. If it did happen to you, I'm sorry it happened to you. If it didn't happen to you, karma's a bitch.
I don't remember you coming to visit when I was 14.
You don't remember no part of your dad saying, Amber, that's enough, and you still putting more scoops on your plate?
No, I do not.
You're sitting at the kitchen table in the trailer. I remember it.
There needs to be some nuance, and I had undiagnosed borderline personality disorder due to all the trauma of my childhood. It makes sense that I was absolutely unwell, and still to this day I am, and I thank God for maturity and for aging, because I feel like that's the only reason why I have come as far as I have.
I will admit Kiwi Farms was not the nicest thing for an aunt to do. But again, it's when you push me to the end. When I've had enough, I've tried and got slapped around by you, by your lies, by your manipulation. I have it in text. So it's not just hearsay. It's stuff that I can say, Amber, this is what I said, this is what you said. And it's not just in your 20s. Like you say, you're in your 30s now, right? I don't know anything about a lot of your last relationships for a reason, right? Otherwise, I'd have a lot to say.
I'm glad you don't know anything about Feline because
I would have told it, you're right.
Because I don't want her shit aired out. Because it just seems like...
But did you not say you had a lot to tell us about her the whole time coming here? And
yeah.
When you got here, you said nothing? Yeah.
Because
part of the games that you play. You act like you have a great relationship with my sister today, and that's a lie. You talk horribly to my sister. You treat her like shit. You make her your taxi, your Uber, your this, your that. I hear it all, Amber. And you should realize that by now. I don't have to be in your physical presence to hear about what goes on in our family. And I think you can tell by what I say, I know what I'm saying, because you know it. You have treated my sister like shit so many times since you've been here. And you try to control her. And you make her take time off work to do the stupidest shit. Things that you could schedule when she's not at work. But because you only think of you, you do it over and over and over and over and over again.
What I'm hearing you say is that grandma is telling you things, and I think we can both admit she gets her stories completely wrong. I do not make my mom take off of work. She has taken off of work a couple times, and it was either for vet reasons for my animals, or it was for reasons where I had to go to the doctor, like because I had to go to get a test done or whatever it may be, and they weren't open. Like, I don't know what to say about that. Like, they
I
weren't
just hear
open.
excuses with that. Sorry, vets have Saturday services. Vets have after-hour services. My sister gets off at
May I finish
4 and
what I was
5.
saying?
So you could do that. So she did take it off for that. You going to the doctor? Okay, that's not an excuse. You can make an appointment. You can take an Uber. I mean, you can do DoorDash. You can take an Uber to a doctor's appointment. My sister doesn't have to lose money to take you.
Well, she doesn't lose money.
Yes, she does.
She doesn't lose money for leaving a couple hours at work. Her job's very nice like that. And when that
She's
happens,
taken more than a couple hours. She's taken days off for you. Anyway,
she has not.
That's the least of our importance. But you don't treat my sister well, and I just want you to know that I'm very aware of it. And so is she.
My mom has never taken days off of work, and more than anything, she offers.
I guess it just depends who tells the story. But
it's sad because it makes me not even want to have a relationship with my grandma, because when I go over
she doesn't want to have a relationship with you, so don't worry about that at all. That's why you don't go over to her house. When's the last time you went over? Besides the very last time. Besides that one, Amber. When's the last time you were over at my mom's?
2 weekends before that.
Yeah. I know you guys take pictures and you put it in your videos, so I pretty much know when you're
Yeah,
there. And also, I was talking to my mom about 3 to 5 times every single day. So to think I don't hear what goes on, pretty obvious I do. You know my mom. You know how she is, right?
Yes, that I'm also like confused because
so like she'll tell you one thing, she'll tell my sister one thing, she'll tell me one thing. We all know this, but there's still the common. You don't get up till after 3, so my sister can't do this or that with my mom because Amber, she don't get up till after 3. Now she can't make any plans with my mom to go do her nails or bingo anymore because she has to do Amber. It's all about Amber.
I only see my mom once a week. It is on Saturdays.
So you guys don't go to Friday bingo no more?
No, I do not. So I spend 24/7 alone, and I feel like it actually has made me grow. Like, no pun intended, not like that. But I'm actually taken aback right now because when I'm around her, we laugh like, oh my God, I can't even, like, it hurts our ribs. We laugh so much. That was.
Are you going to tell me that you guys have never gotten an argument while you've
been
on about the way that you talk to my sister?
On my birthday, we got into an argument. We did, but
you also got into it about having my sister give you your shots too, right?
I started crying, and my mom was like explaining how she's totally fine with it and stuff, and it started to make me feel guilty. Where I was like, is my mom actually like just saying she's not triggered? But no, she's not triggered because she wants to take.
You made her be like that, Amber. You made her feel like she can't tell you no because you keep bringing up the past. Now she owes you everything. So yeah, she's afraid to tell you no.
May
she
I
didn't want
finish?
to do that.
How can you sit there and like still hold me to some standard of who I was in my 20s or when we talked more? I've changed even in the last year.
Have you watched your videos, Amber? You are a recycle, repeat. Okay. Like, there's nothing new about you right now. You are the same person you were yesterday, last week, last month, last year. Watch your videos. Watch reaction videos. It shows it over and over again. Rinse, cycle, repeat. You haven't changed, Amber. I wish you had, but you haven't. Do you know why me and your mom's not talking?
You guys had an argument?
Over what?
Over personal family things?
Nothing's personal. I mean, what we've aired out, what you've aired out about our family already, I don't think we have much more to hide, do we?
My mom thought she was getting grandma's house. She wanted to keep it in the family.
Well, I'm going to make it clear the true story. That way it's on this recording. And you can share it with your mom, and you can share it with all your people, and then the truth will be out whenever you're done with your side. I
didn't get to finish. She reacted out of that upsetness. You guys got in an argument. May I ask you why you think this matters in this moment?
Because it shows you guys' character, your behavior, what I put up with in this family, what I have put up with, what I still put up with. It shows that a sister, your mother, my sister, who nobody will doubt for a second I was her keeper.
To me, it feels like your goal in this like going public thing is to make my mom look bad and to make me look worse.
No, it's to show that your mom, just because she got clean and sober, doesn't make you a good person automatically. There's still behaviors that need to be changed.
My mom,
and this was a big one.
Like, she's not even a good person who does bad things. She genuinely is a good person who does good things.
I'm not going to sit here and bash my sister tit for tat for you, but you know what I mean? It's real rich coming from you. Real rich. At the end of the day, your mom says that she is a Christian and she's in sobriety and she, you have to learn to forgive. But when the thing happened about the house, which we still haven't covered, when it happened though, and it wasn't my doing, it started with my mom, and I handled it the correct way. All this time, I thought she was not talking to me about 2 statements that I made during that time. Turns out, nope, it's just about the house. We go back to the beginning of the house when we originally talked about the house with my mom. I am buying my first home. In their minds, I have a home. My sister, just getting clean and sober, we honestly didn't know, obviously, if she'd even stay clean and sober. My mom was wondering about the house. How could we have my sister in the house? Normally, in a family situation, you do it 50-50 between two siblings. And if the one sibling wants to live in the house, they buy out the other sibling. Say the house is $80,000. How would your mom ever come up with $40,000 to pay me out? And I, being the good sister, said, let's not worry about that. Sister can move in the house. And when it comes time for her paying me out, I don't care if she gives me $250 a month for the rest of her life, as long as she has a home. Now, as you know, your mom's going to have 10 years clean. She's in the same apartment, same relationship, same job, doing very well, has a nice little nest egg. So when we're in California, my mom starts it, not me. My mom brings up the house thing. And I look at my mom and I say, Mom, now is not the time. Sister overhears this and questions, huh? What was that? No, I already heard it. I already have it set in my mind that that's my house. So a fight starts. I said two things pretty, I guess, shitty. So I did say, number one, you would never be able to buy a house. You would have to have a house given to you, just like our mother. And number two, you're right. You'll never have a marriage like mine because it takes work and dedication and love and nurturing, which she would never. And if you lie about your mom's relationship with Steven, that's just a whole new level. It's horrible. So tell the story you want to tell, but I got that juice too. So anyway, back to the house though. So there was our little fight. Your mom says, sister, can we just put this at rest right now and enjoy our vacation? And I say yes, and I thought we did. And then it's a big issue again. Well, it gets worse. And the only reason why I'm letting this out is for me, not for you, not for sister, not for my mom. This is for me. This is the family we come from. My mom and I went to her lawyers, had her trust changed, and she wanted to die having my sister think that she's getting that house. And when that trust is read, boy, would your mom's head would have fucking turned. My mom wanted me to hold that in the whole time while looking at my sister in her face, thinking that she was getting this house. That's the kind of stress I carry for this family. So there you go.
I just don't understand what this has to do with anything.
Shows your maturity.
Well,
But at the end of the day, you are who you are. I am who I am. Largely, it's because of our family. The difference between me and you is you will always play victim, and I will always look to heal. I tried my best with you, Amber. I was never enough. I will never be enough. And as this life unfolds, I see it more and more clear. And you brought up going to visit Crystal. That was hurtful too. Because you know I don't have my daughter in my life. You and my sister both know what that daughter has done and is doing. Where was she when you needed anything? She's a user and a manipulator and a greedy, money-hungry person, just like you guys. That's why you guys get along. I don't get along with my daughter, because just like you, I don't let people get away with their shit.
So I visited Crystal because she's my cousin and I love her.
Good, I hope you guys live a miserable life together. I really don't care. I watch your, another thing that you said that was so far from the truth is that you talked something about gift giving and that you used to send me gifts, and no matter what, it was never enough. Why do you say shit like that when it's so far from the truth? I have videos of me opening up your gifts, crying. I equate you being a bad niece by all your actions, not just one. That's just one of many.
Like,
you don't want to talk about things that happened in your 20s, just years ago, right? But yet you think it's okay to talk about every single thing that happened since the day you were born and use it as an excuse to be the person that you are today.
Because unfortunately, the things that I went through when I was younger, which I only recently found out a couple years ago, led me to have literally brain deformities, which is what is caused borderline personality disorder.
So why don't you get help,
and I'm
Amber,
trying,
so you keep hurting
and I'm trying very, very hard to learn the difference between excuse and reason.
Well, I sincerely wish you all the best in that. You do need some professional help. I know you say that you've gotten it from time to time, but just sitting over a phone call or a video is not extensive help. You need really inpatient at the end of the day, but I know that will never happen. But you really do. You really need to take some of your money that you're making off this crap and get yourself some real help from a real counselor, face-to-face, weekly meetings, true medication that can help you, and maybe you can come out on the other side. And you do self-diagnose a lot. I hear it.
May I know what I have self-diagnosed myself as?
Oh my God, so many. Watch your videos. I don't have time
If
for
it's
it.
so
There's
many,
too many.
I would like you just to name one then.
Just anything. OCD.
That was
BPD, BPOPD. I don't know. Put all the letters in there. I don't give a fuck.
BPD. See, this is where it's like you're supposed to be my aunt, and whether you're angry or
Yeah,
not,
I was supposed to be.
whether
Right,
you're,
I'm not no more.
I don't understand like how it's so easy for you to mock mental illnesses that I have.
Amber, I have just as much labels, if not more, than you do. Documented, proved, treated. I would never make light. It takes a lot to get through these things, but it takes a lot of work that I put into it. You got me to this point because I've held on for so long, and every time I turn on the fucking TV and I look into my niece, I see more and more and more, and it's disgusting.
Maybe something what you need to do is probably log off and stop watching my YouTube.
I've tried that before. Do I need to show those receipts too? Well, I told you I need to quit watching your videos for my own mental health. And then the text comes, Auntie, are you watching my videos again? No. I really wish you would watch them. I'm sorry, Amber, I can't right now. Wait till you come back. You watching my videos again? You don't give a fuck about my mental health.
You are talking about things that genuinely
20
happened
years ago, yeah.
so long ago. It's like crazy.
So if things that happened years and years ago don't matter, then quit
No,
bringing up your
they
past as if
definitely.
they do.
I don't want to insult you, but it just feels like you're bitter that me and my mom are close, and you didn't.
I'm not. I wouldn't have played the middle person all that time if I didn't want you guys close. It doesn't even make sense. The goal, the pot at the end of the rainbow was to have my sister clean and you and her enjoy life together. I just didn't know I'd be kicked to the curb in the process. Bitter, I don't think is the right word. Pissed off, I think is more accurate. Because it's disgusting. Besides this, that's currently going on, what I have learned about you through your relationships that I've been watching, I don't want you in my life anyway. Even if we could amend this, you're a horrible person in my eyes now. You're vile. You're self-absorbed, you're manipulative, you're abusive, not only physically, but mentally. So really all this is for nothing, because there is no fixing this. I will never be in your life, my sister's life, or my mother's life for the rest of my life. And you can take that to the bank and cash it. Have a good night, Amber, and a good life. I wish you nothing but the best. You can talk all your shit that you want online. I give no fucks. Will I still watch it? Probably. Because you're a mind fuck at this point. I am so mind blown at the way you think and the way you act. Because as a 54-year-old woman, I still have some life to live. And I choose to live it. And I choose to live it without your bullshit in it. And you think it's cute to say I'm obsessed with you, that watched all your videos. That's just weird. There ain't nothing weird about that. I wanted a relationship with my niece, and the only way I got it was through YouTube. I lost, you won. I hope you have a great life.
I didn't even get to say bye.